Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you that way. Baby, I like you.
Well, hello and welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for clicking on this video today. My name is Ange, aka 50 Cents UK, and I hope you're all doing well, enjoying your day so far, and sending you lots of love and happiness. Guys, it is so cold right now. Like, I am literally freezing from the minute I get up to the minute I go to bed. Like, I'm wrapping up, I'm wearing like loads of layers when I go out. It is so cold. So I thought it would be a really good idea to share with you my top 10 wintry fragrances. Now, as you already know, I'm not a seasonal perfume wearer, so I'm very much of the attitude that you wear what you want when you want. But obviously there are some perfumes that work better in the colder weather. There are some perfumes that work wonderful in the heat. And, you know, that's a personal choice. I think you have to experiment with scents and see what works on your skin, etc, etc. So I'm just showing you these for fun. I'm not saying this is set in stone and you have to wear heavy, deep, dark, wintry perfumes when it's cold, because you don't. You can do what you like, basically, because I do. But if you want to know the ones that I enjoy wearing at this time of year that I think work really well, then stick with me. So I'm not going to go deep into all the notes and everything. I'm just going to tell you what they smell like to me, how they make me feel, etc. Otherwise, we're going to be here all night. But if you fancy getting a cup of tea or a drink to warm you up, do so now. I know I'm going to as soon as I finish. Like, I've been drinking tea like nobody's business just to keep warm. It's that bad. But guys, do you know something else? This year has gone so quick, but it has taught me so much. Like, who is there for you, who is genuine, who the people that have really got your back. I've kind of really learned that this year, and I'm grateful for that. You know, although it's gone really quick, I've learned a lot, if that makes sense. But anyway, I'm going off on a tangent, sorry. Back to the perfumes. So the first one that I think really works so well in this weather, and I actually wore this one yesterday and it smelled so good, and it is this classic beauty, which is Nuit Trésor by Lancôme. Now, I'm sure a lot of you probably own this one or know what it smells like. It's a classic, as a lot of Lancôme perfumes are. And, you know, I love this one, and I love all the flankers that I've tried so far of this perfume. But guys, this is the OG. This is the original one. This is what started my love of this line. It's so gorgeous. This is so addictive. Like, this one to me smells syrupy, it's sweet, there's a bit of woodiness to it, it has fruits in it, it has a gourmand element to it. I think there's praline in it or caramel in it, and there's also coffee in this. There's fruits in it. I know there's lychee, there's strawberry, I think there might be some orange and bergamot in it somewhere along the line. But it is such a beautiful scent. It's sexy, it's grown up, it's quite a heavy hitter. As I say, it's thick, it has that syrupy element to it, but it's such a captivating and intoxicating perfume. It really is. This is a compliment getter. Men seem to really like this. This has a very sexy element to it, but it's strong, okay? This lasts forever on the skin. It has fantastic projection. It is sweet, so you do need to enjoy a sweet perfume, and as you know, I love a sweet perfume, but I find this really works so well in the cold weather. You know, when you've got your big padded coat on and your scarf and your woolly hat. Well, that's what I do at the moment anyway. I look like a Eskimo and I love it. this, you can still smell it all around you when it's freezing cold out, and I love that about this. So yeah, this gives you such a beautiful scent trail, and it envelops you in this beautiful bubble. As I say, it's sweet, it's juicy, it's syrupy, it's sexy, it's thick, it has woodiness to it, it has slight tropicalness to it, it has that gourmand feel. So really and truly, this has everything that I love in a perfume. So yeah, I will definitely be rocking this winter. The next one that I shall be rocking this winter is this beauty, and this is Hypnotic Poison by Dior. Again, this is another classic. Okay, this is nutty, sweet, vanilla-y. It's just delicioso, as they say in Italy. I don't know, I just made that word up, but anyway, let's give this one a spray. Oh, you know what? A lot of people say they get that Play-Doh vibe from this, from the almonds. I don't get that. I just get a really smooth, seductive, sensual, nutty, slightly cakey vibe from this perfume. With the vanilla, it's creamy. I just really enjoy this perfume, and it is strong. This is not for the faint-hearted. This is a heavy hitter. This lasts for ages. This is the eau de toilette version, guys. I can't take the eau de parfum. Can you believe that? I find it too strong. Like, I never thought I would say that, but I find the eau de parfum version of this slightly too strong for me, because I find it goes right up my nose, and I can just smell it like literally there under my nose all the time, and it's slightly headache inducing. But the eau de toilette version is just spot on. It's perfect. It works so well in the cold weather. I mean, I reckon you could wear this all year round, because I do, but it works especially well in this cold weather. Again, it's a very classic scent. It's classy. It gives you those like executive woman, boss lady vibes. Well, that's what I get from it anyway. But with that slight playful element, speak properly, Ange, slightly playful element, because it has that nuttiness and that vanilla and that kind of semi-gourmand sort of feel to it. So yeah, this is lovely. I think a lot of people would enjoy this at this time of year, so check it out. Next up, guys, I've spoken about this one quite a lot on my channel, but like, I just can't get enough of it, and I think it is so underrated, and I think it is excellent value for money. And it's this one, my beloved White Diamonds Night. This is a very affordable fragrance, but it doesn't smell affordable. This smells expensive to me, I'm sorry. It's divine. This smells so divine, okay? This is really sophisticated in my book. It is a mix of a beautiful apricot, it's powdery, it's musky, it's slightly woody, it's resinous. This is a stunning fragrance, and do you know what? I have had so many compliments wearing this, it's unreal. And like, no one believes me when I tell them what it is. They always think it's some kind of niche fragrance, and I know I've put a lot of people onto this perfume, and I'm so happy to say that a lot of you have gone out and bought this and said that you really do enjoy it. One or two said they weren't sure, but I think the majority of people that have seen me talk about this and have gone out and bought it have been happy that they bought it, and I'm so glad, because I love this fragrance. It is stunning in my book. It works so well in this weather. It's a beautiful date night perfume. Like, I find this very sexy. It's just gorgeous, and if you haven't smelt it, I suggest you go and smell it if you can. You probably can't test it, because I don't think they sell this in shops much. You probably have to get it online somewhere, but for the price you pay, even if you're not that keen on it, give it away, pass it on to someone else. If you don't like it, you're not losing too much. But honestly, I find it such a gorgeous fragrance. If you like jasmine, if you like freesia, you're probably going to like this. It does have patchouli in it, but it's not patchouli heavy, I don't think. I just think it's so well blended. It's such a nicely rounded fragrance. Yes, it's fairly linear, but for what it is and for the price, it has really good lasting power and excellent projection, because people can always smell this when I'm wearing it. So yeah, this is a winner chicken dinner in my book. Now this next one is another classic in my eyes anyway. It's a vintage perfume, but to me it smells just as good now, and it is this one, and it is Elizabeth Arden's Red Door. Again, this is a good affordable fragrance. Okay, this to me is so good because of the tuberose in it. It's not that bubblegummy tuberose, it's a smooth, sweet, powdery fragrance. This is a powerhouse of a fragrance. Okay, you will be noticed if you wear this one. This is very long lasting. This is in your face. There's nothing subtle about this fragrance, let me tell you that. For me, it's the honey, the tuberose and the white florals in this that just give it that oomph. This is definitely signature scent worthy. I have a friend who had this as her signature scent for absolutely years. Like, she was known for smelling of this, and it reminds me of her, and she is such a gorgeous person. I love her to bits. So whenever I smell this, it reminds me of her, and I adore this fragrance because of that. But not only that, it is a gorgeous perfume in its own right. So if you haven't tried Red Door, please give it a go, because yes, it is old-fashioned. I'm not going to sit here and say it's modern smelling, because it's not, but it doesn't smell old lady-ish at all. Like, I still think this can stand up against a lot of today's perfumes that are a lot more expensive than this, and I think that a lot of people sleep on this one, unfortunately. But yeah, it is an acquired smell. It's not going to be to everybody's taste, but for a winter scent that you're going to notice, that's going to cut through that cold air, you can't go wrong with this. So next we have this one, and this is my Burberry Black. And when I first got this one, I wasn't overly keen on it. Like, I did a first impressions of unboxing it and smelling it for the first time in a video that I have, and I kind of was on the fence about it. I was thinking a lot of people rave about it, and I was like, it's all right. But since I've been wearing it a lot more and testing it out, I'm actually really enjoying this. Like, this to me is it's peachy. You just get peach. If you don't like peach, you probably should stay away from this. But to me, this is peach, patchouli with a bit of florals in it. It's ambery as well. It's quite warm feeling. Yeah, you definitely feel warm. This is, to me, is like a hug in a bottle. Let me... that peach is so juicy. This has elements of being quite dark, deep and mysterious. Like, it gives you kind of like gothic-y vibes to a bit of a degree, but I love it. I'm actually falling in love with this one, I have to say. Like I said, when I first smelt it, I wasn't too sure, but it's heavy. As I said, it's deep, it's dark, it is sweet. It is very sweet, actually. Now I'm smelling it more, but it has a kind of like uniqueness to it. It doesn't smell similar to anything that I've already got. So if you know of anything that this is similar to, put it down in the comments. I would like to know, because yes, this is a good one. There's a bit of earthiness to it, like a bit of dirtiness to it. Like, it's hard to explain. You need to smell this one. But yeah, I'm really enjoying it. It really works well in the cold weather. And do you know what? If someone bought me a bottle of this for Christmas, I wouldn't be unhappy. I'd be over the freaking moon. This is very comforting. As I said, it's very cozy and warming. and it's a bit of a gem. I really do think so. So yeah, my Burberry Black. My next winter pick is for all the vanilla lovers out there, myself included, and it is this one, and it is Want by Dsquared. This is just basically vanilla but with a winter twist. That's how I see this, because this fragrance is a beautiful, smooth, gourmand vanilla, but it has a spiciness to it. There's ginger in it. Like, I don't think cinnamon's listed, but I get like cinnamon vibes from it. That's what this smells like to me. It does have rose in it. However, I don't get any of the rose when I smell this. And do you know what, guys? I've said before, I've mentioned in another video when I've talked about this, I've actually worn this when I've been out running in the snow. Yes, I'm that crazy. I go out running in the snow. And I wore this, I sprayed it all over myself. And do you know what? I could smell it throughout the whole time I was out running. It just was around me in this gorgeous cloud. But do you know what? This smells like, you know, one of them cakes that you have at this time of year, like a fruit cake, or like there's a Caribbean cake, a rum cake that is so nice this time of year, and it's got like cinnamon and all nutmeg and spices in it, vanilla, rum of course, and it reminds me a little bit of that, like the mixture. It's so good, guys. If you haven't smelled it, smell it. But it is discontinued. You can still get it quite easily, I think, in the UK. I'm not sure about anywhere else, but for the price, this is not that expensive, and it really does last well. And as I said, it works so good in the cold. It really does cut through that cold weather, and you can smell it all around you. Next up is this beauty, and this is Armani Si Intense, the 2021 version. This smells so good. Okay, this again, this has addictive qualities to it. This is fruity, juicy, syrupy, thick, sticky gorgeousness. Okay, for me, that blackcurrant, actually it's blackcurrant syrup. And I get why they say it's blackcurrant syrup and not just straight up blackcurrant, because it is thick and sticky. And it kind of reminds me a little bit of like a cough syrup that I used to have as a kid. Not saying that it smells of cough syrup in a bad way, but it gives me that kind of sort of sticky, thick, sweet, juicy vibes, because I actually used to like drinking cough syrup. I think I used to pretend I had a cough sometimes just so my mum would give me the cough medicine, but I hope she's not watching this to realise that. But yeah, I think I faked a cough a few times just so that I could have that medicine, and it kind of reminds me of this in a way. So there's rose, there's patchouli in this. This is slightly woody, although it's very sweet and juicy, as I said. This is great for the winter time. It's so feminine. It's actually really bright and uplifting, although it is quite thick. But I find this makes me happy. You know, when you just spray something and it just puts a smile on your face. That's what this does. It smells so pleasant. I really do think this is an amazing scent. It's very rich, and yeah, I just feel like a bit of a queen when I wear this one. I can't explain why, but yeah, it gives me queen vibes, and you know, who doesn't like queen vibes? I know I do. This next one could quite possibly be the most strong, heavy, overpowering fragrance that I have in my collection. Yeah, I reckon it probably is, and it is this one. It is Mancera's Black to Black. As you can see, like literally hardly use this, because although I am an oversprayer, you really do not need to overspray this perfume. This is a rich, warm, oud, leathery rose fragrance. It's spicy. Guys, this is strong. Like one spray, literally. I know I sprayed two, but I'm so trigger happy. But yeah, this is polarizing, guys. This is a unisex fragrance. In fact, this kind of leans a bit more masculine, if I'm honest. You have to like oud to enjoy this, but if you want to walk into a room and turn heads, because people will notice this fragrance, no doubt in the world, because this is very strong, very heavy hitting, this is hypnotizing. Like, this is a scent that you won't forget, and it's going to hit you in the face, okay? It's that strong. But as I said, I find this an acquired taste. Not everybody's going to like it, but if you do like that woody, earthy, dark, oudi rose combination with some leather, I'd say the leather is quite prominent in this one as well. So yeah, you have to like those kind of fragrances to enjoy this. But I really do like this when I'm in the mood for it. Now, it's not a fragrance that I would wear every day, but if I wanted something that was going to last me all day, or even take me from day to night in the cold weather, and that I wouldn't have to carry it with me because you only need a few squirts of this. And yeah, that's what I would choose on those occasions. But as I said, I have to be in the mood to wear this. We're almost at the end of the list now. So for number 9, I picked this one, and this is Sexy Amber by Michael Kors. This to me is the most floral fragrance that I've got in this list. It is a white floral, obviously ambery, and it has that warmth, that powderiness. There's a bit of muskiness to it, but it really works well in the cold weather. It's very feminine. As I say, you must enjoy florals to like this perfume. As you know, I'm not the biggest fan of florals, but I find that this is not overpoweringly floral. This smells a little bit honeyish to me, which I really do enjoy. I love honey in my perfumes. I don't think honey's a listed note, but it does remind me a little bit of honey, and mixed in with the florals and the muskiness and the powderiness, it really does smell gorgeous, and I'm really enjoying it at the moment. So I've been wearing this one quite a bit lately. I only really wear this one probably autumn winter because I'm not a huge floral lover, but this one does really work well in this weather, and it lasts as well, and I love that. I've been wearing this one to work, and I have been asked what it is, so yeah, check that one out if you haven't already. It really is a good perfume, and it's quite a crowd pleasing perfume. I find like this would be quite nice to give to your mum or your auntie or your nan or someone for Christmas, because I think they would enjoy it, and there's nothing offensive about it. So yeah, the last one, guys, in my top 10 winter fragrances. Now, I'm not going to talk long about this because I've mentioned it so many times on my channel, but it is the stunning Black Orchid. What a goddess of a fragrance this is. I'm sure you all know how this smells, but I had to put this in the list because I do wear this one genuinely a lot in the winter. But this is like one of my date night go-to fragrances, but during the winter and the cold weather I wear this during the day as well, because I think it works so well in the cold weather, and it lasts on your skin all day long. It's a compliment getter. It's sexy. It's grown up. This is unisex in my opinion, although it does lean a little bit feminine, but men could wear this as well. It's sophisticated. It's classy. As I said, it gives me goddess vibes, and I just adore how it smells. Like, nothing smells like Black Orchid. Like, it's that spicy combination. It's creamy. This is everything, and I will always love this perfume. This will always be in my top 10 for life. I know some people hate it. Yeah, it's like Marmite. You either like it or you hate it, but I love it. I have to say, I will always be a fan of Black Orchid. So yeah, guys, I'm not going to ramble on about this one because I have done so much on my channel already, and I don't want to bore the tits off you. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed that rundown. Let me know what your winter go-to fragrances are, because I really do want to pick up a few more, because I've realised, like, I don't have that many perfumes that really do cut through that cold air, and I probably want to add a few more to my collection. I mean, there's a couple of others that I could have added on the list, like Black Phantom's a good one to wear in this weather, but I didn't want to be here all day. So let me know in the comments what your faves are, And yeah, just wrap up warm, guys, because let's not get colds at the moment. Let's not get no chest infections, because there's enough going around in the world not to get sick because of the cold. So wrap up, put your big coat on, put your hat, your scarf, your gloves, whatever it is you may need, unless you live in the Caribbean where you're still hot, or somewhere tropical. But I don't want to talk to you because I'm jealous. But anyway, take care, and I'll